have got so many deranged people. Actually, there's one Dondorian deranged. Maybe we do need an asylum sooner rather than later. We'll have a look. Alright, I don't really want this to be auto-employ. Kind of want that to be full-time employees at all times, please and thank you. It's going to drain our workforce quite aggressively. So let's get some more peeps in. Yeah, there is a chance we'll get another option. So, because of that, what I'm hopeful of is that we'll get... Oh, well, it's taking too long. We need more leather coming in. But I'm hopeful that we might be able to get some more guard stations up, but maybe we won't. That's a bit of a shame. Alright, well, let's have a quick look. Who do I want to buy from? Import settings. Yes, buy from the best person. I will give... Well, what do I want first? I want 100 leather. I will give in return stupid amounts of furniture. I'll give you 200 furniture, and I want way more than 100 leather now. Let's go for 500 leather. No, maybe not quite that much. How much does that cost us? 42k. Yeah, let's pull this back to 300, and then we'll top off some other things as well. Some of the resources we kind of need. That being said, I could just take the cash and then allow my other enterprises to use that money however they see fit. Sure, we'll do that. There we go. Trade away. Now, we have got emissaries, I believe. So if we go out into the map, we should have emissaries to dispatch. Yeah. So, first things first, I would like to send some emissaries out here. Can I increase that? Support. Support towards your majesty. Low support, blah, blah, blah. There we go. Low support increases the chance of rebellion. When the region is controlled, support will increase with time. For other regions, emissaries can be sent to increase support. Yeah, okay, well, let's start popping emissaries around. Round and abouts. Thoroughly. Ophelia over here. Let's pop a emissary there. An emissary here. And finally an emissary over here as well. They will slowly start gathering information on the kind of military might of these locations. And then we can plan our next attack. That's going to be our plan anyway. As of right now. Right, the bakery is doing its thing. Good, good, good. Let's start increasing our supply of food, of bread specifically. Getting another guardhouse down here would be a priority for me, but it's going to have to wait. How is work on the Aavak pasture? Not going great, I'm not going to lie. We need a lot more wood brought down here for that. Another murdered tilapia has been found. The body with his eyes removed. This time, poor Claire Vivican was the victim. Your tilapias are scared and angry, demanding you do something quick. The killer had left a message. You must be asking yourself by now, why am I doing this? Well, I simply continue with the work of my forefathers. Blah 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 blah. We have to hope that we get another eyewitness, basically, that our guards are able to catch something. Some more humans, some more Dondorians. It is winter time. Maybe another bath somewhere around here would be good as well. Got a lot of people in these areas at this point. One person is without housing. Who? One Dondorian is without housing. How? What? Earth is without housing. Where are they working? Not seeing any jobs showing that. Oh, okay. down here. That one is not getting workers to it as it should. We got some places that are basically empty. But then, well, okay. I don't strictly know why the Dondorians aren't able to live over there, but okay. Looks like we could do with some extra housing. Well, no, we've got housing here, actually. Maybe some housing up here would be useful. We can do that. Let's go ahead, copy area. Pop that one down right about here. There we go. And continue on at the regular speed. Yeah, Jake is doing a number on our Tilapis population, unfortunately. Starting to get more odd jobbers, which is good. I'm going to say you should probably have 2 people working here. As a lot of your job is going and collecting stuff and bringing it back. So you're traveling quite far in order to do that. Right, let's have a quick gander out here. Health is okay. Support is fine. Loyalty isn't great. Loyalty is actually dropping. I may need to move an army down here just to station there and push loyalty up. The loyalty of my Garthemis is great. But no one is... There's no growth in the population now. Which is the problem. There's not a lot I can do to try and get it either. If I had a military force stationed here, then it would drive loyalty up and then they would start growing again. The other thing to do would be to lower one of these. But that is going to drop my workforce, unfortunately. Can I then use that? No. I need workforce there to get them. Alright, okay. Well, let's get rid of that. Let's go for something that will help, hopefully. Go back up to that. And pop in some entertainment. But this is never really going to give us everything we need. This will slowly pull the loyalty up above the point where we'll be losing population. But the other thing we could do is simply to get rid of certain populations here. Depending on what we wanted to go for. To get a... species population that would be particularly good at extracting that item. I don't know who has any particular bonuses on these. But we'll allow... Because right now, all we're getting from this place is taxes. A small trickle of materials coming in. I could get coal from this place, I guess. I need 5 build points for that, though. I'm just not sure that this place is ever going to be that useful for me, unfortunately. I might just have to accept that we're always going to have a small population and we might never... Well, no, we immediately need it if I take it away. Is there any other way for me to get that up? any other way. This is giving me the most bang for buck in terms of loyalty. I don't feel that we would get much at all. Well, I mean, I get Garthemi, Talapis, and Amevians with this, I suppose. Yeah, I just don't... I can eventually make something of this place. It's hard to achieve, but I can eventually do it by using other regions to bump up the base levels of like build points. But that's going to be a long ways to getting there. I guess we'll just keep this one for now, just to give us access to more trading partners, and that's fine. Wow, that place looks like it's on fire. Why does it look like it's on fire? Oh no, they've taken it. Oh, scallywags. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong place. I didn't mean to go for that one. Though that one looks like it's on fire. Why? Is that just the... Oh no, it's just the lights, I think. It's just the torches that are lit in the settlements. Never mind. The flag icon and that just made it look very curious to me. Well, I do wonder. Why do some of them... Ah, okay, so that's capital cities. Okay, I get it now. Area, fertility, climate, starting to see a little bit more. The support towards us. Let's go into factions. I'd like to see what kind of soldiers you have. As far as I can tell, none. Alright. We'll continue on from that. That's going to be another tiny area, though. Do I want 2 tiny areas, or do I want to go for this place, which actually has the advantage of being useful to me? It would also give me a lot of places for me to interact with. 1, 2, 3 different... Sorry, 2 different trading partners that I don't currently have. I think it ultimately needs to be there. So I'll lose 1 trading partner and gain 2. So it's still a net gain of 1. Oh, fantastic. Thank you very much for the 14 months, mate. And hello in Transfer the Wild. How you doing? Thank you so much for the 13 months of support. Oh, lightning going on. Alright, starting to see food recovering a bit, which is nice. Always going to need more, but it's not terrible right now. And the Aavak pasture is done. Now that's going to take a lot of people to work this one. I'm going to put that on auto-employ. And we'll see what we can do. We'll start getting in a little bit more meat, leather, and livestock. The leather is the important one for us on this one, though. The leather is the significantly more important one. But I need more housing down here, apparently. So let's go ahead and set up a little house again. Let's go for yeah, just a regular house, I think. Mud. And it can exit out in that direction, sure. There we go. There may be some apartments, or maybe not. Maybe no apartments, in fact. Unless I had some apartments down here, perhaps. I could have another longhouse, but I think that should be fine. The Mavias should move down there as soon as they get the opportunity to. Did any of the leather armor make it to the guard post, or did they take it to the military depot? A lot of it is going to the military depot over here, but some of it is making it down there, yeah, just very slowly. I don't know if it decays in the military depot or what. But we certainly don't need that much being stored, do we? Considering we're only giving... Well, actually, how much are we giving to our warriors right now? We are giving them a total of 200 units. Yeah, 50% will do that. At present, our army is almost fully trained. They're pretty much as trained as they can be. Actually, needs to train 16, currently training 16. Okay. Well, we've got a little bit more time to go, and then the Rosethorns will be fully trained. And Ethans and Morals are not far off. Once we have them all fully trained, I think we're going to make our choice then and immediately launch our attacks. We'll see which way it goes. Right now, a lot of our bread is being used to make rations, which is where a lot of the stuff is going. But we are now starting to stockpile rations, which is great because they decay so slowly. Only 3.13% is lost a year of the stored goods, so that's fine by me. Transport of the Wild says, I've been busy and the weather concerns me greatly. It was 90 Fahrenheit in February. That is so wrong for the Northern Hemisphere, at least where I live. Yeah, your story is not an uncommon one. A lot of people that I know have been saying that just from their personal experience, outside of records and all of that, it's just in their living memory. The weather has been very, very peculiar of late. What type of road is it? Just stone road. I don't think we're going for dread, are we? No, we're just going for regular stone. So stone roads it is. You know what? I feel that this central area should have stone more or less exclusively at this point. At least around the main areas. So this as well. Up there too. I definitely feel that this area now deserves to have stone paths. More or less everywhere. Yep. Because this has become like an administrative hub. I don't see a reason why this wouldn't be all stone road. There we go. Mind you, one of the reasons it shouldn't be stone road is because I've not got any stone. That is putting a dampener on things. And unlike trees, stone doesn't grow back. So I should really go out and collect as much of it as I can. Well, there we go. That's a good point. We could possibly go for more nobles as well. Though I'd need to bring in some more gems for that. But I think we can, based on our current title. Does it tell us how many we can have? Ability... Yeah, I can have one more. Okay. Let's have a look at the various noble roles we could go for. So we can have the Narcocrat, not worth it to us. The Master of the Feast, possibly, actually. The Master of Textiles, also a possibility. The Master of Refinery, probably a good one for us, actually. Because we are doing all of these. Weaving, well, I don't know if we're doing chocolatiers. Bakers, though, brewers, and metal smelters we are doing. Metal smelters and smiths, yes. Jeweler and tailors, no. We've got tailors, but no jewelers. The laboratories, paper makers, and libraries, the head of the university. Slaves master, not for this one. Carpenter's robustness and carry capacity, that wouldn't be awful. Master of Mines, no use for us. Master of Treasure, Master of Stonemason. We do have Masonry, but that wouldn't be as useful for us. Master of Livestock, probably no. Although we do have some livestock, it's not really a focus for this area. Same with Fishery. I don't feel those are where we need to be. So, for me, we Master Builder, University Headmaster, Master of the Forge, or Master of Refinery. Or the Master of the Feast. Chat, you may be involved in this decision. Also, we do have a name in game that has been redeemed, which means that Kinners is going to be renamed. Kinners shall now be Mokun. I don't... Please let me know, chat. Like, I am going to read chat now instead of just saying, let me know, and then just not reading. Let me know if Kinners was named, because I don't recognize the name, sadly. That could be very much on me. But there we are. Moken has now got the area down here. We've got Yes, Kiwis Can Fly is already reserved the next name, which may well be the noble. I think you can have 3 nobles if you check the last 3 titles. Okay. So Decori, Nobility +2, Legati, Nobility +1. Oh yeah, no, you are right. I can have 4. So we'll need a couple of names in game then, because we're going to get 2 new nobles set up. Is 9 or Mai around to set up a poll? I'll take the 2 top options in said poll, given that there are 2 that we're going for ultimately. I think I should probably expand this road out a little bit more as well. Yep. Nothing too bad going on in there right now in the prison. Everything seems quite quiet. The field is... yeah, it's already up to 70 animals, so... I mean, it's producing 27 extra leather a day. Meat is nice. The animals are nice. We're selling the animals, I believe. So that's not too terrible. The Globtians are giving us eggs. No, not getting a lot out of it, if I'm honest. Could do with more onks just for the cotton. And then the extra meat, but I think it ultimately has to be more aurochs, though. How's homelessness going? Okay, that's looking good. We have got people able to get to their jobs in these areas. Alright, I think we're going to add in another big auroch pasture down here. This is actually starting to make it feel a little bit more reasonable for us to consider having a rancher. What on earth are you doing down there? I have no idea what that person was doing. Let's find out the maximum size. There we go. Something along this size, and then we're going to just tailor it a bit. Let's look for the base fertility. Oh, no. I always forget that you can't see through the building, unfortunately. It's quite annoying, that. Right, so... if base fertility were a thing... oh, we can't go that high up. Maybe if we shrink it back a bit. Don't know, though. No, I wish the game was a little bit more clear on what dimensions were allowed. Because it definitely feels like there's a limit in the X and Y dimensions that isn't very clearly telegraphed to the player. They exist, but I'd be damned if I could tell you what they were. I just know that they exist. That doesn't feel like a very comfortable place for the player to be. That lack of information that is kind of useful and in some places necessary. Band that out a bit. Same over there. Go. Okay, starting to reach the edge. That wouldn't be allowed as a space because it's too narrow in one spot, but I think that will work. So we'll have the gate somewhere around here. Have a trough. Have a hut. Another trough. And another hut. There we go. Right. Good to go. Let's get all of that done as quickly as you can, please and thanks. It's not going to be as good because I don't think the fertility is going to allow that space to support as many animals. But we'll see what we can do. And down here, it'll just go straight through. Well, food has gone up from 17 to 19, bread and pasture. Would also allow a good Tilapis noble as a master of pastures. Oh right, 2 nobles for different races helps their happiness. Yep. Human for science noble and Tilapis for pasture noble. Covers 4 of the 5 races. That is a pretty compelling vote, to be fair. We've got a Crotonian, we've got a Dondorian. I don't think going for the pastures, though. Maybe. We are, at this point, getting quite a few of them, but it's not really where I want to put my effort. But that being said, how many pastures would this make? That's going to give us 6 max-size pastures. Yeah, alright. Okay, I'll go for this. Sure, we need to find, I think the nobles' quarters then for the Tilapis will have to be down here. Near said pastures, perhaps on the road into this area. So, let's start that one. Of course, we want it to be made out of regular stone, I think. Actually, don't Tilapis like wood? I think they do. We can have it right there, sure. Right, I'm going to want some nice decorations outside, though. First and foremost, since this is now a noble area, this gets very bright lighting. Some trees lining the building. They're going to be walking up that way, but that's what we're doing. And 2 big trees there. And some benches, perhaps, for people petitioning the noble. You know, because that's what every noble wants. You know, just the unwashed masses just camping outside their place of residence, demanding an audience. Don't think that you're getting a cushy deal being a noble in one of my cities. You're going to have to work for that title and the better food rations, damn it. I'm appointing you to listen to the people and to filter through the noise that can't be fixed, the grievances that are genuine and fixable, more to the point, because some things it's like, look, this is just life. That's no one wants to hear that as a reason, though. They want to feel that their grievance has been heard, even if it's not going to be fixed, because unfortunately some things are just life. At least, you know, in these times certainly is. However, there will be some things that are going to be useful, like innovations to increase productivity at the farms. That will be your job. You will be able to solve disputes between one rancher and the next about who owns a certain auroch. Hey, Twisty One. Yeah, I know. The nobles never actually seem to go home. They've just got the home. That's all the nobles really care about. It's like, do I have a home? Yes, okay, then. Well, I'm never going to go there because I've got work to do, damn it. I need to be browsing things and walking around, making sure people see me. And so that they know that I'm important. Because look at my clothing. It's purple. But yeah, you are quite right. Oh, wow. We've got a lot of stored paper. My goodness. Do we want to sell some of that? Yes, we do. I would like to sell paper if I've got it. I don't want to sell much, though. If I've got more than 240, you can sell the excess. That's good money right there. It doesn't decay very quickly, so I'm not too worried about getting rid of much of it. And I do want to keep a decent amount around. That being said, do I really need that much? How much does my administration consume? 13 a day. Okay. Yeah, 200-ish is what I would say, because that'll give us a year's worth of paper in reserve. Am I already selling paper, just to check? Don't think I am. No. Okay, so we're going to increase this to the point where if we've got more than about, 210 items, sell. That reserves enough paper for my administration to work flat out for a year. You don't ever want your administration to run out of paper. If they do that, bad things happen to your realm. You don't want bad things happening to the realm. How's the bunny ears area doing? We still need a lot more leather coming in, unfortunately, and that's just going to be a constant problem for us. The nobles have 5 other homes somewhere else, and the taxpayer is paying for all of them. What do you mean? A 4th kitchen refurbishment is frivolous. Have you eaten the slop out of the street vendors lately? No. I can't do my job whilst eating so poorly. I've got to look after my health. But it looks like our fruit has recovered from the issue that we had with the farms a while ago. Yeah. Fruit and veg, just after that big haul, they're doing very, very nicely. I could further upgrade this so that I could store even more. But this is on fetch, so we don't actually want to do that. I'd want to upgrade this one instead. Which I might. I want the holdover storage to be the one that's upgraded, not the fetching storages, because that would cause me issues. That being said, maybe it isn't the worst idea. How are we doing for... Well, no, only 67% are using this. Let's have a look. Are there people who need food that aren't getting food? No, everyone in this area is getting what they want. How about you? As far as Songs of Syx empires go, ours is actually quite small. It's quite a... It's punching well above its weight at the moment. We need a little bit more food over here, I think it seems. But our little setup is punching well above its weight. I would have thought that this would be okay, but yeah, the workload is huge. Alright, give me a second. I'm going to need to edit this, so refurnish the room. I need another stall. There. And there. That'll give me enough then. I could actually expand it out a little bit more, but no, I think that looks nicer. There we go. Let's get that fixed. Chop, chop. Please tell me we've got wood. We don't have wood. Why? This is why I need a region sending me wood as a tithe. So I don't have to worry about it. We do have a little bit of wood coming in on a regular basis. Just ultimately, what we need is to set up a dedicated area up north for that, I think. It's just I was really hoping that by the time we got to this point... Let's make sure that we've got plenty of employees. One per stall, I think, would do. Yep. I should just increase the merchant. That one's barely being used. You know what? Maybe I'll leave this on auto-employ and let's just see how that goes. That should allow for a lot more people to get in here, and this will also store a lot more food ready for them. Now, I'm going to need to buy some more gems, sadly. So let's go ahead and do that. I would like... Let's go for an extra 15 gems. 5 of them will be used to finish off the building, and then we'll have 10 in reserve then for future repairs. I'm going to sell a good bit of paper, and then some furniture. You know what? You can have a little bit extra. That's fine. There you go. That'll keep you happy with us. Which seems pointless because I'm almost certain that we're going to be... invading them specifically very soon. What's the chance that we're going to be raided? It's actually coming up to 10%. Wow. It's higher than I was expecting. But our archers are now very, very well trained. They've got their full training for archery. They're now working on topping off their melee training. The melee training is just going to be generally useful. Oh, one of them just died. Ah, that's a shame. Okay, so we've just had to bring in a new recruit. So one probably just died of old age there. We have got almost full training now on the melee squad, which is very, very nice. Now, the interesting thing here is that the army supply is only available for armies on the world map. I don't think my regular armies can actually access it, unfortunately. It does cause some problems. I could say until I'm ready to go out onto the world map, I could just have these set to fill nothing. Or just turn off fetch, even. I'm not sure. Does anyone happen to know? Like, if I rallied the troops, would they equip themselves from the depots? Or are they strictly reserved? Yep, that's ready. Okay. Time for us to find ourselves a Tilapis. Sort by age, filter to Tilapi. Right. So, we don't have any youngsters here. So it is literally going to be, because we don't have any nurseries for the Tilapis. So I think it's going to be you, and we're going to elevate you to the master. Where is it? Master of Livestock. There you go. Now that should make the Tilapis a lot happier. Also, as it happens, in Transport of the Wild, the fact that you just used the uptime command, funnily enough, I was just looking at the time myself and thinking, yeah, it's about time for us to have a tea break, actually. We had a little bit of a longer preamble, and I got a drink right at the end of that, so the timing is about right. But there we are. Okay, I'm fairly happy with what we've got going on here. Hopefully these houses are making the Amevius over here a little bit happier as well. They're able to get to their jobs nice and fast. I should probably consider bringing something down here. Looks like the Telapis are... yeah, their loyalty just jumped massively. Their current was in the 70s and is now mid-90s, what they're looking for. And that will be because of this population. And that is because they've just got a noble. That's brilliant. Yeah, I think that is a huge one for us. As for the humans, yeah, I think setting them up with a noble in charge of the libraries and such, that would be a fairly solid move. Hello, John Miski. Thank you very much for the 38 months, mate. Diolch yn fawr. We'll set up the humans noble housing when we come back off tea break, though, I think. That's definitely something we can do when we return. I would like to get another bathhouse maybe over here, though. We've got a lot of people living that side of this area, and also it would allow them to go grab a bath on their break during work. Once I decide to set up the next actual area, which is going to be the Omega Dracon Grove, I am going to set up some housing kind of templates that we're going to be able to use, which will have the amenities nearby, but also we will drop in some amenities around the spaces where people go to work, because they don't tend to like go and have a bath when they wake up. It's usually something they'll do during the work day rather than during the evening when they're off work, sort of thing. So certain amenities need to be near the jobs, because that's where most of our people spend most of their time, as it happens. We're finally getting some more immigrants for the Telapis, which is fantastic as well. Let's go ahead and top off these. We want a decently large population moving in. The bakery is doing good work. It's making 158 bread. Sorry, 152 breads, rather. Or 7.61 per day. I guess it's 152.27 loaves a year. Something around those sort of numbers. But yeah, having baths closer to where they work would probably be a big, big help. Maybe having a couple of things that use water close to where they work, so that the investment in a well is easier to swallow. Because right now I've got a bunch of people working here just to basically fund that one well, that one bath, which isn't the best use of their time investment, if I'm honest. All right, time for us to go on another tea break, though. Things are going okay for the most part. I'm reasonably happy. Getting a noble for headmastery, and oh damn it, that's the wrong road type. But as I was saying, getting a noble over here that will take care of. Can I not replace that? No, there we go. Getting the right noble for the headmaster's area is going to be a big one for us, because it's going to increase the amount of research that we have without us having to increase the amount of researchers, which is actually a large part of our population is dedicated towards the laboratories right now, which I guess makes sense. But anyway, tea break time, so I'm going to be away for like 5 minutes while I go and brew a cuppa. I recommend you do the same, whether it is for a cup of tea that you reach, which you should, by the way, or another beverage. Look, I'll accept if maybe just it's not the time for a hot drink right now, so instead you decide to have some iced tea. That would also be acceptable. If it is anything else, however, just make up a tea name. Tell me your made-up tea drink that you're drinking, and we will have a vote on whose tea sounds the most delicious based on that. But when I return, we will probably either set up the next noble or go to war, and I'm kind of feeling more inclined towards the war side of things. Anyway, I shall be back shortly.